it's Clayna. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Egg Crate gift box. Now you might be thinking, why is it an egg crate? That's because I put an insert inside for it to hold 6 cream egg sized eggs. But it is an insert, like I say, so it's not it doesn't contribute to the construction of it, so it slides out. So if you don't use the insert, then you've got a lovely rustic crate that could hold some smellies, some like sachets of tea, hot chocolates, whatever. But I think this is perfect for masculine gifts. So, you know, you've got your dad's birthday, your brother's birthday, or Father's Day coming up, that kind of thing. I just think this is just such a lovely rustic gift box for any kind of occasion. I just want to show you a few things that I came up with that would fit inside. Okay, so we've got our traditional kind of little eggs. You've got different flavoured ones. These are all exactly the same size as this Cadbury's cream egg, but over the years they come out with different versions. That's a white one, a caramel one, an Oreo one. So they all fit inside, as you'll see. They fit perfectly. Okay, then what I found was Reese's that are a little bit smaller. They fit in there lovely as well. Now, the next one I found was Lindt. Do these Lindor ones in a couple of different flavours. Now, what I found with these is they will go in there, but don't push too hard. Just let it, you know, just sit there. If you try and kind of like coerce it at all, it might drop through. They're a little bit skinny. They're a little bit skinny, those. But like I say, they will sit in there. And then the last edible egg I found, I mean, there's probably more out there. These are just ones I found on one shopping trip. This is a bag that held about 16 eggs. This was from the Range, I think it was. And these are hollow eggs. So that's why, you know, you get so many for your money, because I think it was only a couple of pounds. But these are kind of like that similar size. So that will go in there as well. Now, so I did design them for these Cadbury's cream eggs size that were a little bit chunkier, but I did find these smaller ones do fit in. They're great. Now, if we go away from chocolate eggs, what I did find were these refillable eggs. Now, you can get these in a lot of places, but I found these lovely ones that were like pearlescent, which I think is great. Now, these are refillable. Now, what I found is Haribo do little bunny shaped sweets in different poses. So how cool are they? So I popped those in mine to add a little bit of weight to them. But you can get these absolutely everywhere, like Home Bargains, B&M, The Range, Works, places like that. They've all got them. But anyway, you don't have to fill these like Haribo like I have today. It's just that Haribo was on theme. If you don't want to give someone sweets or chocolate, you know, anything edible, what can you fit in that egg? Anything you can fit in there would be perfect. So these also fit in here. So that could be jewelry, that could be anything small really. It could be a little kit, and there could be different components in each one that, you know, they could actually make some jewelry or something like that of their own. But anything small, anything, you know, it could be hairbands, clips. So it doesn't have to be just edible. And then I found something else still. Just wanted to show you. The lid will go on. They all hold lovely. I love those, especially the pearlescent finish, because a lot of them that I found, they didn't have that. They were just plain colours. Now, getting away from edible altogether, I've got a couple of other options as well. Now, you may have seen these, and I think this is a great one for children. You may have seen these. These are decorate your own ceramic eggs. So if you wanted to, you could pop them in there. Don't they look like duck eggs? They're cute, aren't they? So that is an option. And then my last thing I'm going to share with you is, how about these little beauties? Now these are candles. Now all of a sudden, this could be a gift for mum. You know, some candles for her to have when she's having a bath or whatever. But now, look, they're like this. There you've got a neutral set and a pastel set. But these, they've got a little bit of a flat bottom, but they still fit in there perfectly. Now, doesn't that go? I love the little speckles on them and everything. Doesn't that go with the whole kind of rustic vibe of this crate? I think they're absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Now that is a departure away from your traditional chocolate, but isn't that the perfect gift for Easter? It's on the Easter theme. It's a little crate. We have actually got 3 different icons that fit on here, but I'll be sharing that with you in a moment. So you choose the icon to match the person that you're sharing it with. But yeah, so do you want to go down the chocolate route, sweets, other little gifts, and the refillable eggs, the decorate your own eggs or paint your own eggs, or candles? So they're all egg shaped and they will all fit in your crate. Okay, let's take a look at these 2 boxes that I've made. They look quite different, which is great. So this one, I went fully down the wooden kind of effect route. So what I did, I used some medium brown cardstock. I went over it with a dark brown ink pad to try and bring out that wood grain that's already in the die. You either go lighter or darker, basically, to enhance that wood grain. And then I used the chicken icon on my decoration. With this one, I used the little mini Easter eggs for my decoration. And I swiped over, because I wanted a pastel cardstock, which I didn't have. This was a little bit bright for me, so I swept over it with a white ink pad. So that made it pastel, but it also enhanced that wood grain. Isn't that cool? It's kind of like a little bit shabby chic, isn't it? I love it. Okay, so wouldn't that be cool if it had the candles in? I think that'd be great. Okay, so you've got a couple of different effects in there. Now, in the third option is a Happy Easter sentiment. Now, I've gone ahead and I've actually glued those on my little oval. So that's the third option. Now, this is one of those sets where you'll need your A5 dies. And what that means is that I need to put less in the set. It means we can make it larger because we're using our nested dies for our construction, because we like to do that. Hi, it's future me. I forgot to mention, if you have my gingerbread house, my the daisy edge gift bag, or the bird cage die sets, you already have your A5 dies. I think those are the only sets so far. There are actually a couple of others in the works, and a couple that are about to be released. So, you know, they're a great investment, because you buy them once, and then I'm designing all of these kits to use these over and over. So I don't have to put these basic shapes in those kits. So it's great. So yeah, just a quick mention, if you have the gingerbread house or the bird cage or the daisy edge gift bag, you'll already have them, so don't buy them again. Now, following on from what I've been doing for you lately, I've got your cut list here. Now, there's a couple of things to just mention in here. When we're talking about the sizes of the dies, when you're using the nested dies, here it says A5 die number 5. And over here, I've kind of mentioned that number 1 is the largest. So what we mean by that is, to get that panel, which we need 4 of, you count down, we're looking for die number 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's this one here. And we cut that 4 times. But then again, we need it again, but it says number 5 and number 6. So we count down from the outside, always from the outside. And then we basically get number 5 and number 6. We put them together, run it through the die cutting machine, and that gives us this frame. Now this frame is actually for the top of the acetate to disguise the adhesive. So that's what that's for. Okay, so now the other thing is here where it says it's got a little asterisk. So it's got the piece with the circles and there's a little asterisk there. And it says using the PDF provided in the Facebook group. Okay, so you go to the Facebook group, you download your PDF, and this is what it looks like. So you've actually got 2 templates on there, so you can cut it down the middle. It just means less downloading and printing. But you must print it at 100% to get it to the right size. And it says here again what size the outside die is. It's the 5th one in. So you get 3 circle dies. Now when you take these off the packaging, sometimes some of that adhesive is still on the back and they're a little bit tacky. Well, we can use that to our advantage because it means they'll stick down to our template without us having to do anything. If they're not tacky, all you want to do is put a little bit of double-sided adhesive, you know, like tissue tape. You don't want it overly sticky though. I mean, you can put your finger on it and dull it down a little bit. But that's just for, you know, when you want to move it later. Okay, so once you put a row of 3 there, you get your piece face down, because you know, like you get the nice edge. You put it face down, put it over the template there, just put a little bit of your low tack tape and run that through your die cutting machine. Okay, so you get a row of holes. Okay, so you take it off now and you turn it around and you stick it back down, that same outside. Now you'll have your existing holes will be over there, so now you'll cut the new holes. So that means you don't have to move these circles. You just rotate your piece of cardstock. Every time you move your circles, you might rip your piece of paper, and you know, it just saves on printing, and it makes it simpler. So you cut 2 extra of these for this one here, 2 extra of this, put your row of circles, pop it down, run it through, rotate it, run it through again, and then that gives you this piece. Okay, so that's all you need to know for your prep. So let's get going and put one together. Okay, let's go ahead and put our acetate insert piece in. So you need 1 of the nested dies, you need 2 side panels and 2 of the longer side panels. Okay, so I've got my little frame here and I've already put some double-sided tape on that as well. Okay, there we are. So that's our acetate insert, and then we've got our other insert to do, which is very similar. So we've got our cardstock insert. So again, we've got 2 of the short side panels, 2 of the long side panels, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold along that score line. Okay, so we've got 2 of these pieces. If you're doing lighter, like 240 or something like that, you might actually want to cut out 3. Okay, so I'm just going to stick my 2 panels together.
Time.
Okay, so we're just gluing that into like a cross, and then I'm going to set that aside to dry. Okay, the main construction is 2 of the side panels, 2 of the brackets, and 4 of the nested dies. Nested die panel, I think it's number 5. Okay, so that's it. So let's go ahead, fold all the edges on our side panels and our bracket pieces. Okay, now we've folded those, the first thing we want to do is to take 2 of our panels and we want to glue our little brackets along the bottom. Okay, so we've got 2 panels with the brackets at the bottom, and then we've got our side panels. I should just say short side panels. Okay, so now we can connect these. So again, our tab is going on the outside of this piece. It seems very strange, I know. But they're all going to be covered over because we've got our decorative pieces that basically turn our box into a crate. And they are going to be covering up all of our tabs, so no one will ever know they're there. Okay, I'm now going to put glue on the bottom panels and put my first base panel in, but as I always like to do, the first one goes in from the inside. So now we can pop some more glue on the outside and pop our second layer on. Okay, so now looking at your box, it's all neat on the inside. There's absolutely no tabs in there anywhere. Now that means our insert is going to slide in there nice and smoothly. And all of our tabs are on the outside. Okay, now I actually like to slide my insert in there when I'm putting my outside panels on, because it gives, you know, a bit more strength to your box. So I'm folding them over now because remember we left it kind of drying flat in a cross shape, didn't we? So now we'll slide that in. Okay, so you'll find it is a snug fit, and that's the way it's meant to be. We'll just tap it down until it meets the floor, and then it's in the right spot. Now that adds a lot of stability to your box, so when you're gluing your outside panels on, it's a lot stronger. First thing we're going to look at is our corner pieces. Now these have the wood grain embossing actually in the side panels, which is cool. So if you want to go over it with any kind of ink, I'll probably go over this with a white ink pad like I did with the turquoise one, but you could, if you wanted to, go over it with a darker pink ink pad, and then that will that'll bring out that wood grain. So what you want to do is you want to fold along, because although these are all embossed lines, you've actually got a clear embossed line down the middle. So you just want to fold it. And then you've got these like little fake screw heads in the in this panel as well, which I love. Okay, so we've got our corner pieces on. So now we've got our little wood grain panel. So you've got your longer ones and you've got your shorter ones. So what you've got is 3 for each side. So what you want to do is you want to put one on the bottom, so flush with the bottom edge, and then you want to put one at the top, flush with the top edge. So I'll go ahead and I'll put all of those on. Okay, so I've put all the panels all the way around on the top and the bottom of each side. So now we've just got our middle panel to go in, and I'm sure you've guessed what we're going to do is we're going to line it up so it is in line with the middle 2 little screw heads. Okay, now the last part we've got is our little decoration. Now this is the little oval, and then you choose out of the 3 different decorations that are in the kit which one you'd like to use. Now it's up to you where you put these. You could put them on the small end, and I mean really you can put it anywhere. I kind of like it bridging between the top 2 levels, so that's what I do here on the side. So that's where I'm going to put it. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this. Oh, what I did was I actually layered up 2 of each. So I layered up 2 of the oval pieces and 2 of the sentiments to give it a little bit of dimension. So, you know, in case you thought it was looking a little bit dimensional. So there, I'm going to put it about halfway in and put it in between the 2 wood grain panels in the top half. I mean that is pleasing to my eye, but of course you can pop it anywhere at all on yours. Okay, so the last step is to put our, well obviously you can put your eggs in, you can put some raffia, some shredded paper. I've got some shredded paper in different colours. I think white would be really cool with the pastel projects. You just want to tap your acetate layer in. That completes your box. And there you are, a cute little crate. Now like I say, for Easter it's great to have the inserts, the Easter eggs. But you can be using this, you know, just as a crate gift box any time of year. Wouldn't these be cute for Mother's Day with some little bath products or a candle or, you know, some chocolates, like a little pamper kit. So I think these are really cool gift boxes. The size actually should be on the packaging. Let's have a look. Yep, the completed size is nearly 6.5 inches wide and nearly 4 inches deep and 4 inches tall. So that's the size of it. So it's a little bit smaller to the kind of sizes of projects that I tend to make, but that's because, you know, these eggs are smaller, so obviously their container needs to reflect that. So they're really cute. I think they're really practical. They're going to be a really useful item for your stash. Now, there is an expansion pack for this kit. So what that means is there's a kit that uses some of the dies from this and others. Now, to give you a little look at that, so that's going to be the next video that I do. This is the expansion pack. Now, this is the little rabbit hutch. Again, it holds 3 of the little eggs, but you can double it up and have it hold 6 eggs. So this is the expansion pack. This is the Egg Hutch gift box. So check that out.